So one of the things we always talk about when new seasons begin is, sort of this testing of characters. But looking at this season as a whole, I sort of feel like, or wanted to know if you guys feel like this is the most they will ever be tested. There are so many different elements that are fighting these people, that are fighting their relationships. The whole world is against
Mm,
them. So do you think that that might be the case?
You know,
yeah.
in a different way, I don't think maybe you could say I think the test that Jamie went through in season one, or you know, some of those might be more existential, but this is different in a way that this is, I guess, the community that they've created turns against them in some ways, which is a really hard thing for them to be able to accept, I think, and also overcome.
Sorry, I muted myself because that small animal over there. Apologies. Sam, this season, obviously your character has quite a lot of things challenging him. He's trying to balance so many politics as well as, things from his past coming up. Can you talk a little bit about sort of the level of test on his character that this season presents?
Yeah, I mean, Jamie is obviously, one of the strongest attributes he's got is that he's a very loyal man, and I think that he's been torn by having this divided loyalty to the Brits, and yet knowing that he also will have to change sides. But I think, yeah, what Caitriona was saying, the community, I think Jamie and Claire, Jamie especially, has always been, very popular, and I think we really start to see that decay amongst the new settlers at Fraser's Ridge. I guess they always have each other, right? And I think that's the strong bond, means that they can face everything. But there are so many things. Obviously, Claire's PTSD. I think the Browns. There's so many factors, and they really are fighting I guess to protect the whole family unit. I think there's just so many factors that are tearing them apart.
Yeah, I think tested is more. It's like pressure. I always think of it as pressure. Because you want to put characters under pressure, and the books do it, and we try to pull the best parts of that and put pressure on them and how they react to that. And I do think because it's a condensed season, you feel it more this season. That there's no really place for you to, you know, take a deep breath, be relaxed, let's go out and pick some corn or whatever else is growing out in the garden. And they just don't have a lot of time to do that because something else arrives. And I think over the course of a longer season, you might be able to do that. But this particular season was a little more condensed. So I think it feels more rapid because of that.